That's my boy.
What's up,
bro? What? That's my boy right there, bro. What's up, bro?
What's up, bro?
How you doing, bro?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Bro, I love that video, bro. Say what's up to the camera,
What's
bro.
up, guys? What's going on?
Bro, I'm telling you guys, this is one of my homies from college. Jose. We met through like Walmart. We worked for a bit at Walmart.
Yeah.
But bro, he's also doing a YouTube. I'll leave a link in below. Bro, it's good to see you, gang.
It's good to see you too,
bro. I'm gonna put the camera down for a bit, bro.
Where's your...
What's up, guys? So on this vlog, you know, I went to Manhattan Christian College for 2 years, starting in 2020, fresh out of like COVID year. So yeah, so we're kind of walking around my old college. I always typically come back. It's an hour away from where I'm at currently, so I always like to come back and kind of just enjoy the moment, look at, you know, just kind of just bringing all the memories back. But I think it's a good time for the mental health side to kind of just remind yourself, right, kind of where my career started, kind of getting into all that. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and walk through MCC a little bit, show you kind of the buildings, not the inside because it is Sunday, so they're closed. I'm pretty sure. I think the only thing that would be open is the calf, but I wouldn't really risk it just in case. But so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and point to you guys a little bit of it. So I mean, right now, usually here at the coffee shop, I used to come here a little bit, like during study hours. It was cool now, but that's kind of when I get into coffee. But I mean, no one really likes coffee now, right? Like the most I get is like a frappe, and that's, I mean, it's good. I mean, frappes are frappe. So yeah, I mean, the mental part, I think when I was getting into this is like, number one, it's a culture shock. So when I came in my first year, it was just a lot to take in. I mean, I come in new state, never flown by myself. I never, you know, been on my own like that. And especially, you know, with speaking a little bit Spanish, which really wasn't the greatest, and then speaking a little bit English, and even then it wasn't the greatest. So coming was definitely a little bit, I would say, a language barrier. But I was scared. I mean, I was scared, nervous, excited, all these things. And yeah, I mean, it's exciting though. It's still exciting to come back. Man, a lot of memories here. And I mean, yeah, here we would have 2 parking lots, so this would be one of them for sure. And I would park my car here during my years at MCC, my only year when I had a car. My first year I didn't have a car. So I like the other side, we have the parking lot where all the other students would be at. Yeah, here's where I used to park. So, I mean, man, it was really a good time to come to MCC. And it was a hard time to even find somewhere that had a season during COVID. It was so hard. People were quitting their season. People didn't even had a season. Not enough players. Didn't recruit. I mean, there were so many things going on during that year as far as a soccer player. It was just hard to get into. So when I got in, I was blessed. Thankfully, kind of walked into my like religious journey too, as far as following God in that path, as in the Christianity. But so many memories. So I mean, yeah. So here, so all the classrooms would be at. I forgot the name of it though. I can't even stop at the name of it. So I can't even stop at the name of it. We'll probably see it over here. But yeah, I remember all the classes was literally right here, which it probably still is now. I mean, I remember there's 2 other classes somewhere else, but oh yeah, the Coffin Memorial Hall. That's where, yeah, all my classes would be at. I mean, that's where I would talk to the dorm parents. The dorm parents was a life changer. They did it. I mean, they were there for me all the way. As a family away from home, which I just really appreciate them so much. Julie and, you know, Cord's family, and it's just amazing that they did a lot for me. So, but yeah, here I did all my classes, or majority of them, and then right next to that, that was our chapel. So that chapel is where we would go. It was Thursdays. I forgot they would call it, but it was like a kind of like a Bible, like a sermon. It was like a sermon service. So I would go there every Thursday. There was no classes during that time. And we would go there. I would also have like 2 classes there in my last year when I was here. That was like Bible and teaching. I really liked that class because I think I really enjoyed like actually giving a sermon, which was kind of crazy back then. If you really knew me back then, I was not a typical, like, I was a different kid. But I mean, yeah, that was just so cool. I love that part. The library is also up top, which I know it still is there for sure. And then right next to it, these were the dorms. These were the guys stayed at when I was here. And what I've heard, it was abandoned. Like now there's no one there. But the dorm parents that I know is not here no more. So it's literally just abandoned. And I mean, so many memories there. It was quite funny because there's so many times that we would like just do so many dumb stuff in that dorm that it was random cool stuff. Like we had, I don't know, it was like a blackout. We tried to play like wall tag. Like, we tried so many different things. We used to throw a mattress down the stairs. I mean, so many. And then a long, what I understand, a tradition at MCC with the guys, we do the Johnson Mile. I'm not gonna show the photo, but you have to be down in your underwear and you have to run in the first snow in Manhattan, Kansas. That you would run all the way at City Park, and that was a mile. But when we used to run, my first year, there was a bunch of sorority girls out there waiting for us. So I guess everybody knew. Like, if you live around there, you probably know it. But every year, there's always a bunch of like people out there cheering us on, and it was just so funny. But those memories always come back to me. And my father came also to come see my first college game. I mean, it was my whole years here. I really enjoyed it. Really good memories. And behind used to be a Burger King. Now they changed it to, I don't know what that is. Alejandro's. I don't know, but it's another Mexican restaurant. But it was just so many cool memories. And then so to the right of it, which is the activity center, that's where we would play most of our home, or not most, all of our home games in basketball, with the women's and the men's. I think the coach name was Coach Jordan Strom or Jordan Storm. I can't remember, but he just won Coach of the Year too. Congrats to you, Coach. I mean, what I've heard, he's been an amazing coach, a really good guy, really funny guy. So yeah, I mean that's like the most updated building that I know of. When I was here, was definitely the activity center. Good memories there. It was always funny to kind of watch with the soccer guys, watch the basketball games. And then right next to it, we would have the caf. So the school caf, right, which it was a big transition. At this caf, you didn't even have many options as far as a buffet. It was just kind of one main dish, and then that's it. Some of it was good, some of it was decent. I mean, my food tastes a little bit more different. I'm so used to the Mexican food. But I mean, we used to have a lot of events there. Again, like the open Sundays, like the main lobby area. Sorry, excuse me. The main lobby area where you would have like an option between chicken tenders, grilled cheese, I think a burger. I mean, there's so many different options, so it was cool to see that. And then, I mean, yeah, I mean, we'll walk a little bit to kind of see you guys this. Make sure we're not gonna. Make sure I'll set this again by your car. So yeah, I mean, all that's new. Like that green structure there was not there. Behind it, the garage. Is Alejandro that restaurant?
Yeah.
Okay, Alejandro's was not there. There used to be Burger King. The huge parking lot was not there. Again, this building structure was not there. So a lot has changed since the last time I was here. Yeah, again, activity center. They probably have the trophies in there when I won a conference here, which I low-key need to get that back for my senior pictures to graduate. But yeah, here was a bunch of games. Oh man, I wish they would. I'm gonna peek. Hopefully it's not like no one's gonna think I'm breaking in, but I don't even know. Women's basketball. Yeah, men's soccer should just be on the other side at that point. But yeah, a lot changed for sure. And again, this is the school caf. And then we'll show you guys a little bit more on the other side. Another thing too, like with the weight room, that was like upgraded after I left, which I'm kind of jealous of. They put like racks in there. They put like way more like better equipment than there was before when I was here. And then a huge, I've never been so jealous when I left. The new biggest upgrade that they put on here, this kind of got me a little bit mad because I didn't even get to enjoy it. Bro, they built in a volleyball court. What? How? They built in a whole sand volleyball court after I left. So all this is new that I did not get to enjoy, which is kind of sad. All right, guys. So again, here's the caf. It was just, yeah, this caf is pretty cool. And the inside, like when you walk in, which we're gonna check here in a bit before we start recording that part. But if it's open, we'll see you at the inside. But if not, again, when you go in, it's kind of big lobby area. You got like a pool table on the left. What I remember up top, you have some more like little games to have fun with. And then right behind you guys, we have the girls' dorm, and that was that was just the girls' dorms. What I understand now, it's like half split in the middle, where it's like guys on one side and girls on one side. But yeah, so much change happened here that I still miss it for sure because of the memories. But besides that, I think I loved it. I loved it. Hammocking, I can't remember I got into hammocking too. Like within my first year, I did disc golf, which I didn't even know what that was. I thought that was just like a little like putt name or something, but it was cool. Oh yeah, it's just so many memories here. I always like to come back, reflect, remember the good times when I played, my highs, my lows. Kind of just where it all started as far as my higher up like soccer career. So it's been fun. I missed it. I love it. I really love it. I like to come back and just look at it all again. But yeah, guys, that's mostly my whole tour of my old college. I mean, again, so many great memories here. I think it was just so different because it wasn't, I mean, despite the fact where it's at, it was like a college town. Again, the college town, like a few, literally like 2 blocks, or even like a 5-minute walk. You have like the main Aggieville, which is like the downtown party area, I guess I would say on the weekends. But besides the weekends, it's a really good like store, place to walk down to different stores to kind of explore. I remember I used to do Christian Challenge here at K.T.O.T.W. I remember when I used to kind of just do pickup games over there in Memorial Field, which actually we're gonna go ahead and hop in over there. Show you guys kind of where I just played pickup, and that was the first time where I touched the ball when I came here. So it was a huge process. I mean, I came from the airport to here to kind of just look at it, and since I couldn't move in on that day I landed, I remember my head coach during the time, Diego, he took me to the hotel just for one night, and on that same night I get a text from some of the players like, hey, come out, buy a pick up a Memorial, where we're gonna go now. And I just remember the first time I touched the ball, first time I like being in Kansas, being in a different state, different city, different culture, different all these things, and I miss it. I really miss that feeling that I had the first time. So those of you that are gonna go in your first year, well, I recommend 100% take it in, enjoy it. I mean, for me to get that feeling back again, it's gonna be so long, and when I do it, but just that feeling of like it's new. I mean, new. I mean, if you can afford it, right? If it's kind of something you're ready for. Big thing is that, I mean, if you can afford it, right? If you can afford it where you can play out of state, I strongly recommend it. 100%. If you can afford it, and cost is, it's always gonna be an issue, right? When you try to go play college at a high level. But if it's not an issue, go out of state. You will learn so much about yourself. You will gain way more opportunities as far as just exploring different tryouts, different, leagues to look into, discover a different side of soccer than you're used to. It's just so many things. I definitely recommend go out of state, play college out of state, play at a different level out of state. Like, broaden your knowledge, broaden your soccer IQ. I mean, that's the only way to do it, is to try something new and do something new. So that's kind of my advice to you guys on that. So now we're gonna head to Memorial Field, kind of show you guys what I've been balling off a little bit. All right, guys, again, like I said, we're over here in, I forgot the name of it. It's like, oh yeah, World War I Memorial Stadium. So I was right the first time. So yeah, so again, guys, here is where I used to, again, first time I've ever touched the ball, right, in this day. First time I got to kind of show off my skills, show off what I got to the other players here at MCC when I came in as a freshman, and I was nervous, excited. I mean, I was ready though. Like I felt proud in the moment that I did it. I kind of did that dream that me and all my friends, like the G.K.T.O.T.W. that we talked about since day one, of like, can you imagine how it would feel to go pro, to play college, to be in wear a college uniform and all this stuff. And I was so happy that I get to live something that I always talked about. So this is definitely one of my greatest and one of my most cherishing moments, was touching the ball here for the first time. So again, here was like the whole thing, right? I mean, here was just everything. I mean, I got a couple guys out here shooting now, but it was just amazing. I remember right there down in the middle, picked up game. Angel, Corey was the one who invited me out. I know he texted me, but I know all the guys wanted me there. But it was like Angel, Corey, I don't think Nate was there, but those 3 guys were there. And I remember the first time I touched the ball, and they're just like, "Damn, dude! Like, I'm not trying to say I'm up there. I think I'm up there. Look at the shirt. I'm not wearing this just because I'm a normal player." Okay, anyways. Yeah, I just loved it. It was just such a good moment. And then there was a tournament out here too that they had. I think it was like a frat was hosting it. I remember it because they had their Sigma signs with them on the shirt, and it was cool. And we won. It was me, Corey, and I think two other, or everybody else MCC players actually, or past MCC players. But yeah, and also another thing I would do is for huge fitness, which is I kind of recommend you guys. It's just these high. So you see here, there's some steps there. On the side, it just continues all the way up. And I remember I used to run the whole thing, like up here, all the way around the whole stadium, up there, like everywhere around. I did that for my fitness to get in shape before the season. I was just nervous. Like, I mean, I was nervous. I didn't know what to expect. I just knew MCC had a history of winning their conference or at least getting into the final and stuff like that. So again, I didn't know what I was heading into. I just knew it was a good school. I knew we had a good record. I knew that I had to show why I belong here, right? And we didn't have a huge roster. I mean, the more I knew about it, the more it's really hard to recruit at NCCAA level, due to the fact that, you know, I think now still that they don't really offer scholarships as far like specifically soccer scholarships. I think they offer different things academically, religious side. I know they offer different things like that. If you've done a missionary trip, if you're part of a church, so that does help you out in that aspect. But when I came, they didn't really offer me a soccer scholarship. It was kind of weird. But my first year was kind of the cheapest year. Second was a little bit pricey, just kind of the education side was really hard. Finding out more about, you know, about the Bible within different views as far as when it came to teaching, giving a sermon. I mean, had to put an application it was so many things that I was just not used to. So it was just nice to come out here, train, be by myself. I mean, hang out with other people outside my culture. Again, it was just our whole learning curve, meeting new people. And it was surprising that I met like someone from Honduras, someone from, you know, Colombia for the first time, and someone from Germany. I mean, someone from Scotland. It was just so cool. So I enjoyed it for sure. I just miss it. I miss it. Came here as well. I brought some guys when I went to Bethany College. I'm out here to have fun, and it was just, man, I always share these memories because again, it's that thing of like once you've lived it, can you relive it? And this is the moment that you can't. You can't relive these moments. So that's why I say when you go, cherish everything for the first time. Take photos, take videos, introduce yourself, try something new. And it's just, yeah, I loved it here. Another big change, which I kind of just noticed now, time was not there. So if you guys see over here in the corner, there used to be a big building there. I think it used to be the pool. It's not. I didn't even know it was not there no more. It's kind of crazy. But yeah, that used to be there. Everything else is the same though. I mean, the nets were here, goals were here. I remember rugby. The rugby team here would always kick us out, and I didn't know they had a rugby team, which I don't think it was. I think it was like a club rugby of K-State, or just club rugby. But I remember those guys were, yeah, they weren't the best. They were pretty rude to us to get off the field, but it was just another thing to look back on. So many good times. It's just it's a really good moment to take in. Really good. It's just I love it, man. I love being here. I love just cherishing everything that I've done. It's always a good time to reflect. You know, my college season could have gone pro. I don't think so. I think I reached the highest point that I can, which is semi-pro UPSL. So I'm happy with that. I'm happy that I went to another level that I didn't expect to be. I'm happy to, you know, always make my family proud. I was happy to do something off my checklist within my years in college. So I'm glad I don't really regret as much as far as the soccer side of it, heading to the next level. Maybe go to 2 more tryouts, more out of state. But now it's just, you know, on the coaching side, making connections. That's the thing that people told me since day one. The most important thing is like, yes, to get your degree, right, through school, all this great stuff. But, I mean, make connections that will last, because they will definitely 100% help you. I mean, Jose's helping me out right now, dude, and we made a connection through Walmart. So it's nice to know that no matter where you go, just try it. Introduce yourself, meet someone new. You know, sacrifice a little bit of, like, what if you don't like it, just try something new. I mean, you know, you never know. You might make a good friendship. You might make a good character for yourself. I mean, when I did all these things my first 2 years, some of it was like normal college stuff. I mean, parties, stuff like that. But beyond that, it was like, you know, again, I was glad to make friends, like Jose had some other friends at the MCC that I still miss, so keep in contact with. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I think the next spot that I'm thinking, which the more I think about it, I think there might be club there doing it now. So I'm not really too sure if I really want to go there right now. That's probably for another video. But I definitely want to do some like trick shots later. But I want to do it on the actual field that I played at. So keep in touch with the vlogs, right? The next one's definitely gonna be, again, I want to do some kind of, you know, trick challenge with some of my homies. Hopefully I can get some from my MCC time, being some friends that I have at where I'm at now. So it'll be nice. And then we're kind of getting into that later. But again, guys, thank you for joining me on this, you know, journey. Thank you for hearing me out on my opinions and all this stuff. And please, you know, don't forget to like, subscribe, share the channel. You know, just meet someone new, right? Get yourself out there. If you can afford it and it's not a problem for you, which I'm not saying it's that easy, but if you're comfortable where the affordability of how much that college costs of you playing soccer, go out of state. 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 I strongly recommend it. If you're a home person, there's nothing wrong with that. I just think you'll gain more going out of state. So, alright then, guys. Till we catch you again. See ya!